Using a pendulum to help you navigate what is true and what is false is a really simple physical way for you to see and get a response. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is that not all pendulums are going to be in resonance with your field, and you don't need a fancy one in order to do this project. You could use a piece of string with a washer on the end. You could go find a pebble in your driveway and tie something around it. You could use your favorite necklace or a bracelet that you wear. Really, it doesn't matter. It just needs to be something that you have on a string that has a weight on the end that can swing. Now, I personally am a gemstone lover. I love sparkly, shiny things. And so I have a myriad of pendulums, and I also use them for my women's circles. So I brought a bunch here today because I'm hoping that at least one or two of these pendulums won't be in sync with my energy, so you can see exactly what I mean. So choosing a pendulum, it's really important to have one that's wanting to go to work with you with how you currently are. So the first thing you need to understand is that not all pendulums are forever, and a stone's resonance field is going to be a match or not a match depending on what you're going through in your own way day-to-day life. So I have 6 different pendulums. I'll try a couple, and hopefully I'll get one that responds really, really well and one that responds with a little bit of a wobble, so you can see what I mean. So this particular one, and it's broken, I'll talk about that in a little bit too. This particular guy was my very first pendulum. It's a citrine, and you can see it's going to work right away. So it's starting to do its little swings, going in its circles. So this pendulum has been in sync with me since the day I got it. Okay, so this is a good sign. When you pick up your pendulum, it should start to gently swing in a circle, just like this. And you guys can't really see, but my hand is braced underneath my elbow to keep this arm still, because we all know that we could watch a pendulum swing and we could really, really get that thing shaking. So this one is a match. I have a feeling this guy won't be. Let's try. Yeah, okay, so if you watch the pendulum really carefully, you can see how it's vibrating like this and giving that wobble. This is a stone that is not in sync with my energy right now. So I would not get clear information from this particular pendulum. It would be a little bit of a fight, and I might also get opposite information to what is true. It may just not even work. So this particular stone is not a match right now. This one, this blue is a howlite, dyed turquoise. Okay. We'll try this sardonyx just so you guys can see the difference of how these things go to work. So this sardonyx right now, like a month ago, this thing was working with me and it was my favorite pendulum to work with, but look at how it's operating now. Now it's got the shake. So what this is telling me is this stone is no longer in sync. So this one's sardonyx, if you guys want to see it. It's really pretty. Okay. Which one wants to go to work with me? Maybe this one. So here's a little clear quartz, and I pick it up, and away it goes right away. Okay, so there you guys see, there's a couple of ways for you to just test out the pendulum. Now, you don't have to carry these around all the time. It doesn't have to be something important to you. It doesn't have to be a crystal. Mine just all happen to be, but you can make pendulums out of anything. So if you're getting a pendulum for the first time, you want to train it. And to train it, what you would do is you would pick it up, and you want to decide what direction for you is yes and what direction for you is no. So for me, yes is a circle. Okay, so I would say to my pendulum, this is yes, and I would swing it. So I'm going to take it and put it in this circle. When I'm ready to change, I'm going to stop it, and then I'm going to go, this is no. And I'm going to take it back and forth. Now, I know plenty of practitioners who do this opposite to me, and their yes is the back and forth and their no is the circle. Totally fine. Doesn't matter as long as you know what your direction is. That's all that matters. Now, for me, if I want to ask my pendulum to tell me that it's not quite the right question, I get it to shake back and forth horizontally in front of me. So I will tell this, ask a different question. Okay, so to me, this is where I haven't established what I'm truly asking for, or I'm not quite asking the right thing, and I go back inwards to decide on a different frame of mind. Once I've trained this a few times, and I would usually repeat that, this means yes, this means no. Then what I'm going to do is hold the pendulum still, and I'm going to say it out loud because I'm teaching, but I'm going to just go, this means yes, and I'm going to allow the pendulum to just go to work. Then in my mind, I'm going to think a halting thought, and then I'm going to go, this means no. And I'm going to get my pendulum to start changing direction. So I'll change my mind again. This means yes. And this means no. Okay, and you can see how quick the pendulum changes. So once I've done this, then you guys want to start playing. So again, the key to this, you guys, is not to go to the big stuff first. Everybody wants to do that. They get a new tool and they're like, Truth, should I buy a new house tomorrow? No, 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 no. Ask what color underwear you should be wearing. Like, we don't want to go to the really big things right away, because you're going to have mental fears as to why or why not. So first, you want to program your body to bypass your mental scape. Pendulums, truth testing, muscle testing, if your mental convictions, your mind is made up already and has hard enough sealed thoughts that your body has said are true because you've thought it so many times, your pendulum and your truth testing will respond to that answer that you've already established. So truth testing and pendulums are really best used when you're really actually not sure and you don't have a preconceived notion of what you're going to do or not do. But there is a bypass loop, and this is how you get around it. So let's say I had a big decision in front of me. One that I commonly see in a lot of my clients is career changes. So let's say this person has made up their mind. I'm gonna quit my job. I don't like my boss. I don't like what's going on. I gotta go to something else. And they've already told that story a number of times. Well, when they go and use their pendulum, the pendulum would say, should I quit my job? Yes, because I've already decided. So if you know you've already done that mentally, what you do is this. You say, if I was going to bypass my ego and every neuro thought I've created in my mind and go to my soul truth, what would the answer be? So you just use a bypass statement, and hopefully it will give you the true answer for your meaning. I find it works 9 times out of 10 for people, so that's an easy way around it. All right, get to work with your pendulums, and I definitely want to see them. So if you guys want to share pictures of them in the group, especially if you crafted them, like, let's see what you guys put together. Throw them over in the Starseed Accelerator, and definitely if you have questions about this segment, come over there and ask. I'm happy to help you guys out. All right.